What's up? Excuse me. What's up, Twitter? Let's see who hops on today. What's up, Periscope followers? What's going on, Facebook? So I'm live here. If you're watching, if you're a replay viewer, I like to, talk to you guys right away. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to talk about a lot of different topics, and really to hopefully, my goal is to inspire just one person, help you out. Maybe if you're going through, a tough time, maybe if you're struggling with something, it could be anything, right? It could be anything. So that's my intention today. And if this is the first time, what I like to do, kind of create a conversation too, like after when I'm talking about, some of these ideas. But really, what's going on, Brandon? What's up, man? Hopefully you're well. So I'm live here on Twitter and Periscope and Facebook at the same time. So I use my phone and I just go live here on my laptop so I can reach a bigger audience at the same time. Today I wanted to go live for quite a while actually and just discuss, topics, ideas about positivity, some of my thoughts about some things that I think can really help you out, whoever you are, if you're struggling with anything. What's up, Brandon? Hopefully you're well. Loving seeing all the posts you got, man. Spreading the positivity. That's what I'm all about. I got some business tips in here too. I'll eventually get to that. I guess I'll wait a little bit, just a tad bit longer for maybe a couple more people to hop on. But that's the intention, really. My intention today is just to help one person, help a couple people. You might be going through like a tough time, ways of thinking, of dealing with it that can kind of help you get through whatever you're going through. So let's see, we got a couple people on here on Periscope, got a couple people on Facebook. Cool. And if you like what you hear, that's the thing too. If you get value, feel free to share it up. Feel free to share the video. Definitely, that's always awesome. Appreciate that. Let someone else see the, positivity, maybe take away some value to change their life. One of the things I wanted to discuss about is kind of like perspective. It's like an overall. It's more than just like a mindset, 'cause it's philosophy. It's like how you view life, like the lens prescription, how the lens in which you view the world. Like, how do you view life? How do you view, anything? How do you view whatever? Like, for instance, I'm located out in Columbus, Ohio, and it is a cloudy, rainy, a beautiful day. So, like, it's a perspective, because usually it's like, oh, it's cloudy, dreary, gray, depressive weather. But it's like the words you use and the way you see things that determine how you see things. It determines, how the things are, is the lens in which you view the world. Like, your perspective is so much more important than your circumstances. Because, like, your circumstances could be dire, or, you could be struggling in business. You might not know how to get... what's up, Nicole? Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see your post last night about your goals towards smoking. That's awesome. Keep up the great work. But yeah, kind of like what I was talking about. It's the perspective. It's like how we view things on a daily basis. Like, I could say, oh, it's a great, cloudy, rainy, beautiful day, or it's a beautiful day here, and not focus on the negatives, and then you're going to feel better, right? So some things I want to help you with too today is if you want better results in any area of your life, because all this stuff I like to talk about, I like to teach it because it helps me understand it better, and when you teach something, it helps you understand it better. And this is stuff that I study every day, and I'm always working on getting better, always working on, bringing you guys value. But really, I want to give you tips on how to raise your vibration. How can you raise your actual, your vibration in which your body vibrates? Like everything is vibrating. Like from a pen to a diamond to an apple you hold in your hand to whatever it is, to a video game, your thoughts, the things you can't see. Like everything has a certain vibration to it. And if you will get your vibration up to allow you to get on the frequency of the things you want, of the life conditions, the people, the circumstances you want, the results in your life, you will attract that. But you have to change. You have to change your inner world to change your outer world. It begins within. Like you got to work on yourself and improve yourself first in order to improve your life. In order to get better business results, you got to do things like hire a coach, get knowledge, do work, like give value to other people. If you want to receive, you got to be giving, and you want to have that mindset of just, how can I be at service to the world today? What can I do to help other people's lives? How can I help them succeed? How can I help them with their goals? And by default, you will achieve your goals by helping more people achieve their goals. That's how the universe works. These are the laws of the universe. It's just how the world works, right? If you smile to somebody, they might not always smile back, but chances are they might naturally smile back, or they might not, or they might whatever. And it's the same thing in business. It's the same thing in life. So once you begin changing your inner world, you can change your outer world, and it starts with your thoughts. It starts with every thought, every day. Being like that awareness of your emotions and what's going on, not always being so caught up into things. Don't be so identified with your life conditions or your problems or your circumstances, because you're not those things. Because what's happening is always changing. Therefore, it's temporary. Like the physical world, material things, the conditions we seek, they're temporary things. Like your life has a beginning and an end in terms of your world, your life here on this planet. And I personally believe there's like life after this life, going to heaven or whatever you think. And it's like, I think we're here to learn and to grow and to learn lessons and to figure out what are we supposed to be doing on this planet. I think everybody has their own unique purpose, kind of getting into spiritual stuff too. And a lot of the people I study, I form my own thoughts and beliefs to help me in my life, of course. So like you can take it or leave it, anything that you hear today. Like it's up to you. But a lot of the guys I study are guys like Wayne Dyer. If you look up Wayne Dyer, he's very well known. He's he's passed away a few years ago, but he's written a lot of books on spirituality and purpose and things like that. More to do with like the meaning behind things rather than just the ambition to simply accomplish a feat or do something. Drive is great. The Gary Vee, the Cardone, that stuff is great. Like I'm all about that stuff too. But it's got to be linked in with purpose. It's got to be aligned with meaning, like your purpose of why are you doing what you're doing. I'm doing this video now because I have an intention of making a difference, of helping one person or 3 people or whoever gets value from the video. Like I don't control who sees this stuff, who hops on and watches. So I appreciate, of course, I appreciate you guys watching, your attention. Feel free, let me know too. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts and stuff. But let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop a comment if you're on Twitter or Facebook. Drop a comment. I'm located out here in Columbus, Ohio. Like I said, it's a beautiful rainy day here. So let me know, where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? The USA? You over in Europe? You down in Australia? It's about just early afternoon here, noon here. So yeah, let me know. But like I said, I want to give you guys tips on, getting through tough times. You're dealing with negative circumstances. And one of those things is you have to have the right perspective. You have to, Katy, Texas, hot as hell. Awesome, man. Awesome, Brandon. Nicole, awesome. That's so cool. Kentucky, cool. So one of the things that, I've realized in my 23 years on life is I think accepting full responsibility for our lives will help you have more positive emotions, because when you give yourself the power to say, I get to choose how I think, how I respond, and my emotions to some degree. Like sometimes we react, sometimes things happen that aren't always really in our control actually. But generally speaking, 90 to 99% of the time, you're in control. Like you have to adopt the mentality that I have full responsibility for my life, no matter what. And that's not to say you won't slip up and you won't make mistakes and stuff like that, and your behavior won't always be on par, and you won't always be motivated. It's just to say, I am taking the responsibility to take care of my life and whatever's happening right now, looking into the future. Like, responsibility is not about blame. It's not about pinpointing stuff on you or others. It's about like being resourceful. That's what I personally believe. Responsibility and resourcefulness go hand in hand. Like, they're so linked up with each other, because anytime you're resourceful, you're being responsible because you're present and you're thinking future forward. Like, how can I make this better? You're not thinking of the past and something happened to you. Like, you can't change that. So it doesn't always do us good to blame others or to blame anyone, even ourselves, really. Like, obviously, if you do wrong, if you do harm, like, we need to hold people accountable. We need to hold ourselves accountable. That's important. But it's not so important to say, to get into the blame game, because then you get stuck. What will help get through a tough time is realizing, like, no matter what's happened, no matter what bad, no matter what good has happened, I'm fully responsible for my life, for my conditions, for my responses, for how I'm going to move forward and what I'm going to do. So responsibility is the ability for you to respond resourcefully, I believe. So in any given situation, negative or bad, be responsible. Take full responsibility for your life. Even though stuff may happen to you that's out of your control, you might get into an accident. I don't want to say things like you might get into an accident. Bad things might happen. Somebody you love, or somebody, family, friends, something bad might happen to people that you care about. And you're not in control of that. But what I'm saying is, like, you're in control of how you respond to that. You're in control of your emotions and those kinds of things. So, like, if you want change, like I said, you got to change. You got to change yourself. And that's all it really comes down to. Like T. Harv Eker and all these great leaders, these people I study every day, hopefully you guys do personal development too every day, because that's how you're going to improve, is work on yourself every day. They say that the inner world will determine your outer world. So if you want new outer conditions, you got to create new inner conditions. And it starts with having that positive mindset, your beliefs, choosing to have a positive perspective about life, choosing to be grateful. If you want to like go fast, like right now, like, I want better results in my life. I want to feel better. I want to be healthier. I want more money. What you got to do, you got to raise your vibration. You got to get aligned with your higher self. Kind of remove the ego a bit to some degree. Because like you're never fully going to get rid of your ego, because like it's part of the human experience, and it's there to teach you. It's there for good reason, but you don't want to become identified in the ego. You don't want to become identified with the thought forms. The thought forms, like the negative thoughts, the addictive thought patterns. Like, you can get addicted to anything. You can get addicted to whatever it is, like you can get addicted to drugs, alcohol. You can get addicted to watching TV. You can get addicted to the internet and social media. You can get addicted to thoughts in your head. And it's something I don't think we think about very often. But it's important to be aware of it, because when you realize that, like, you're not actually your thoughts, your emotions, your experiences, that makes up your life. But who you really are, like your true self, your true higher self, they're not actually, just your thoughts. Like, your overall consciousness and your soul is not just like these thought patterns and stuff. Like, you're a higher vibrational being than just that. I personally believe that. You can take it or leave it, whatever you want. Like I said, I study a lot of guys, Eckhart Tolle, Deepak Chopra,